And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So, almost ready to get underway. Starting on the mound in this one, Clark Schmidt. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
The 0-1. On the ground to the left, Cabrera. On the run, throw to first. And a quick out, number 1. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. In that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Jonathan Aranda.
Yeah, he's really slumping at the plate right now. Not only is he having a hard time finding any base hits, he's just not finding a way to get on base either. Sometimes a walk can get you back on track. Less than a .250 on-base percentage over his last 10 games. So that kind of tells me that he's jumpy, he's not recognizing the pitches, and he's out of his plate discipline. I got to think he's looking for ways to try to simplify that approach. And I think if you can just let the ball travel a little bit deeper, make sure you see it, that will help you to put good ABs together. And even if you don't get hits, you'll draw some walks.
Yandy Diaz in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike.
Sometimes pitchers work him backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
2 outs, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Gone. He circles the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 down, and now it's Brandon Lau. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Towards first, and it goes just foul. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Line drive, base hit.
Batting fifth.
2 outs, runner at first. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Pitch is in there. 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on this approach.
Next pitch misses. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. The Rays kick off the scoring with a solo bomb. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium. And on the mound today, Shane McClanahan. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
And another ball. Swinging a foul straight back. Too low, and it's ball 3.
3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next to hit, takes outside. McClanahan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. So 2 balls and no strikes.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
This is again 5 in a row.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Kicks and fires. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground, a short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Over to first, safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now the left fielder, Brett Myers. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. McClanahan checks over to first, and he's back. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Home team down a run. The Rays leading on the solo homer. Started to swing, held up. There's a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Chisholm leads off first with 1 away. Kicks and deals.
3 balls,
miss.
2 strikes.
3-2 on the way. And that is ball 4, and the Yankees are in business. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Cool. Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He'll score, and the Yankees even it up. It's 1-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run-scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Line drive, base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's 2-1. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Jason Dominguez now at the plate. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by 2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So first and second with one man gone. And next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. That one off the mark. Ball 1.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out. Runners at first and second. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
2 on, 1 out. Got it by him for the K.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Swung on, belted. DeLuca raging back towards the wall. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. It's 5-1.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
That clips a corner. Wells on at second with 2 down. On the corner for a strike.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Stays alive. Tap dances out of the way of that one. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 5, the Rays 1. Back here in New York at the plate, Christopher Morel. Schmidt back to work. Bounce to the left side. 1 out in the second.
Batting 7, the third baseman, number 13, Junior.
Next to hit, Junior Caminero.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Schmidt, 6'1" righty, 200 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2017. The Rays down by 4 here at the top of the second. Next offering misses. Now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Struck him out looking.
Batting 8.
Ben Workvet next to hit for the Rays. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Johnny DeLuca stands in now and watches strike 1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
A couple of singles back to back. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Low in the box now. No balls and a strike. First and second, 2 down. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
To first, and that is the inning. So the Rays strand a pair. They're down here 5-1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom half of inning number 2, and now Oswaldo Cabrera. The wind of the pitch. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Low makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That's smashed towards center. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Myers in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Comes up empty.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Wouldn't chase that time. And now the lefty. Not even close there. And it's a full count. 2 outs. And there's ball 4.
Take it base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. The 0-2.
Oh.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And he deals.
Good
Way
ball.
upstairs. 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. And it's filled up.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
3-2. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Singled and scored his first time. On a line, base hit. Around third. He scores, and the lead is up to 5. Oh, the throw is wild.
Picks himself up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Shane McClanahan is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Righty reliever out of the pen, Zach Littell.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
2 gone with runners at the corners. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Strike 1.
0-1.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Jacob Waguespack getting ready to go. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And down on strikes. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, and here is Ha-Sung Kim.
Ha-Sung Kim.
The wide to kick the pitch. And a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
And the right-hander deals. Hit hard. That gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together for him. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Diaz batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And a strike in there.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. No throw, he's in there safely. Man at second. Next offering misses down and away.
1 and 2.
That's off the mark. It's 2 and 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2 and 2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Here's a 2-2. The punch out there, and there's 2 away. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Struck out swinging his first time. Right down to shoot, strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time. Righty to the plate. Got it. And that is that. The Rays strand just the one. They trail it 6-1. Bottom of the inning. And now Paul Goldschmidt.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
1 strike.
The 1-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Goldie tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. A wind and the pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
Singing, I think just our presence is the present. And here is Austin Wells. Doubled in his first AB. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Volpe stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. that clips the corner.
1-1.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Goldie leads off first with one away. Battling here as he fouls it away. Right-handed reliever hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 8-1.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. And that's a double.
That's such a frustrating play for an outfielder. You know you should make this play, but you never really had a chance because of the bad angle. What should have been an out turned out to be a double.
So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's going back. Back some more. Back. Gone. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 10-1.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Pitching change here. Jacob Waguespack. He's into the game with the bases empty.
For the Rays, number 40.
One down, and stepping in for the Yankees, Brett Myers. Off the mark there, 1-0. One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. And the righty deals. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Not close with that one. 3-2 now. He gets there with the slide. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1. 4 runs already in the frame here in the last half of the third. And Judge takes a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Outside. And a count 1-2. Flares it into the outfield. Oh, he gloves it.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Start of the fourth. Here's the left fielder, Christopher Morel.
24. Christopher.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one hammered. Bellinger going back and caught on the warning track.
Now batting.
Junior Caminero digs in now. His first at bat was a strikeout. And it's fouled away. Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Center field. Bellinger sizing it up. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting. Catcher. Ben
2 outs, base is empty.
Wortvedt.
And stepping in for the Rays, Ben Wortvedt. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's the strike. Right through there for his strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. And midway in the fourth, it's the Yankees 10, the Rays 1. Back in New York, bottom 4, here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody.
The right-hander back to work. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Clips the corner, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
As he was out front that time. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's
ball,
down and in.
2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He made him pay for that one. Third home run of the season. It's 11-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Next pitch is inside. And now it's even 1-1. One run across in the frame so far here in game one of this three-game set. That misses the zone. Ball two. The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. We played four. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Back for more from the Bronx. Ready now for the fifth inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. Schmidt back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And makes the grab. And there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup. Now, Josh Lowe. Just off the inside edge. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the fifth. Next offering is in for a strike.
I'm not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Base is empty, one away here in game one of this three-game set. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That just misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Line drive, base hit down the line.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim. And there's a strike. Kim, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Man at first, one away. Strike 2. In the dirt, blocked. In there safely. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Righty delivers. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. One out and a runner at second. Next offering is down low.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. At the belt and fires. Fly ball to right. Judge getting an angle on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman,
Yandy Diaz now. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that gets down for a base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate, and it's 11-2. Lau at the plate, 1 for 2. Fought off foul. Two outs. Swing and a foul straight back. Left-hand hitter waits. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And there's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ground ball left side. Here's the tag, and he's out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 11, the Rays 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in.
The shortstop, Anthony.
For the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. The pitch. In the dirt, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Ripped to short. Kim with the throw to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Low pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That misses, and that is ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Brett Myers. He's 0 for 1. Ripped on a line. Makes a nice running catch. And that's the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in, Christopher Morel.
The left fielder, number 24, Christopher Morel.
And here it comes. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. High in the air, out to right. Drops into the glove. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, the catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Ben Rortvedt next to hit for the Rays. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Out to short, Volpe. Fires across the diamond, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Yankees 11, the Rays 2. Back in the Bronx. Well, we go bottom 6. It's Aaron Judge now.
Aaron
Judge. The pitch. Off the plate, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And downstairs. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now here is Jason Dominguez.
1 ball, no strike.
And a pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one misses. Ball 3.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
And that'll load the bases.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now
everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And ball one.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
And now 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That pitch in for a strike, and now 3-1. Bounce to third. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control.
Garrett Clevenger will take over here.
60.
He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. 1 for 3. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses, and the count even 1-1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Got him. 1 out.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now here is Anthony Volpe. This one in the air, right field. Lowe has it sized up. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. And now the runner will score from third on a wild throw.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one missed. Movement in the bullpen. Number 43 up and throwing. And another ball. That one finds the corner, and it's 2-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Goldie, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch is outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Too low, ball 4, and he's walked another.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That's ripped. Base hit. Around third. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and the lead continues to grow. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 on with 2 away. Brett Myers stepping in now for the Yankees. And a foul ball. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
That's a little bit low.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they extend their lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here comes Aaron Judge. There goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. The pitch. And the slider just misses.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Man on second, 2 down. That one misses. 3-0. Cody Bellinger on deck for the Yankees. Man at second. There's the strike up high, and the count is 3-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody.
First and second,
Bellinger.
2 down. And now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Ball 1, no strikes. Just missed. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, did not go. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. That one catches the corner for a strike.
3-2.
Caught him looking for the K. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead this one 17-2. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Strike 2.
0-2.
Line drive. Makes the grab, 1 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Low.
Yeah.
Batting with one down. Takes a strike. That's to third. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty.
Ha-Seong
Now
Kim.
up for Tampa Bay, Ha-Seong Kim. Ball one there.
Ball.
And that chance handled. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Oh, 1 now. That one the other way. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did.
That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. 1 run across, coming home. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Wastes no time there. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. The Yankees up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's outside, and it's 2-1. Out to center. Bellinger sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. The Yankees lead it 17-4. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Jason Dominguez. The wind of the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Good eye in that spot. And he deals. He swings and fouls one off. And a pitch. Just off the outside edge. And it's 2-2. And another ball. The wind to kick the pitch. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Into center. DeLuca under it. And there's 1 away. So a man aboard. Stepping in, Austin Wells. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Throws to first in time.
The batter, number 11, shortstop
Anthony Volpe will hit next.
Volpe.
And that one fouled off. On the ground. And foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Cuts on it, misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Luke Weaver.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Morel leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, third baseman, Junior.
Down the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Morel on at first, nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the righty deals. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His 2nd of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 17-6. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Myers settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. 1 down.
The batter, the center fielder.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. Weaver in his 8th season, 30 years old now, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
One down, base is empty. And that's outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
The Rays with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the 8th. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And a good eye there. Two outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
All three.
Just misses with that one.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Number 43.
Hunter.
He pitched yesterday. And we'll see him once again. And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering way off the plate. That's down and in. A slider missed. And a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Chisholm in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. On a strike.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, center field. DeLuca moving under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Brett Myers. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. That one not close. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. DeLuca sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Hill.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
The pitch. Kim stands in now and watches strike one. That's in there. 0-2.
0-2.
Here comes a pitch. Stays alive. And the 0-2. He goes down looking. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
Now, Boog, in a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. In the air, right field. Judge has it sized up. 2 down.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Last chance for the Rays. Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Brandon Lau. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Fought off foul. Hill is just 1 strike away. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 20